Hello, and welcome back to Gimmickast, the only podcast where we change our gimmick weekly.
Ah,
Yep, thought at least be worth a laugh, apparently, but nope.
no. Our gimmick is our gimmick?
Yeah,
Okay, well, let's just explain the changes, I guess.
yeah, you do that.
So, instead of just doing news like we do, we're gonna move on to actually discussing things a little bit better because, you know what? It's kind of boring just listening to people spout news when you could probably just look it up yourself.
Yes, so we're
Let's be
switching.
fair.
Yeah, we're switching to a discussion-focused podcast.
Yes,
Yes, so
even though we've put up a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff already. But then
yeah,
again,
so rather
we
than
want
be
to.
discussing YuGiOh news we find interesting, then reporting on everything.
Yes, especially this week because it's on a rush to shit that even I don't want to touch.
And there's 2 weeks of news we had to cover, which is I did not want to do, but
Me neither.
anyway, Douglas
So
of the
I
Whirlwind.
I'm gonna start off with that one. Cool.
Yes, because I want to talk about all three themes they revealed. So, first one is Hugo.
Or so basically speedroids.
Yes, the Speedoids. And then we have Lulu's deck, which is Lyricals.
Yep.
And then we have Shay LeBlanc, that I actually had to Google who the hell Shay LeBlanc was.
Yeah, she's
And
from the end of 5 days.
so, in other words, two of these three themes is synchro, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah, they are.
Yusenju's?
You're going to continue with that line of questioning, and I can't
Literally,
give you
you
an.
could have just replaced Speedoids with Yusenju's.
You could have, but I don't know. I don't know. It's it's a weird one because yeah, your centuries are cool and all, but I don't know. Because the thing is that the character who uses them doesn't stick with them. That's I think what the problem was. Why they didn't choose it. Though who really knows what Konami's thinking at any one time?
Okay, I mean, okay. So, new Speedroid support. Eh, I think Speedroid has enough support to work, and obviously they're going to give us a retrain of Clearwing going by the card they gave us. So I feel
The
like that's
card, yeah.
I feel like that's unnecessary. New lure school
I,
support is needed because there's not enough cards to make that an actual archetype.
yep. Even though they do have a strategy, they just can't function properly.
Hmm. And then I don't even know what Shay LeBlanc does. I don't even know what her deck is.
I can't even remember. It's been so long, and even when I looked her up, I was like, "What do you play again?"
My guess is
No,
something to do with wind plants.
that was a plant deck. I know it was a plant, but I can't remember. It's been too long.
I'm gonna actually just look up wind plants.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna look up again. Cherry LeBlanc. Where's the deck?
Well, I look up
Decks.
wind plant and all it gives me is
She's the Necrofleur.
wait, Sissy?
Yeah, Necrofleur and all that.
I can't find them.
Um,
What? That's a dark type though.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's weird.
What? What? This is supposed to
And
be
then,
duels of the wind. Yeah, they're all dark types. What the fuck?
oh no, here it is, the Floral Knight.
Oh,
That's
they're
the other one.
seeing through is a win. Therefore, no. You know what? I don't even mind. Just don't support Shayla Blanc. Put Yusenju's in there. She's not even a proper win Douglas.
No. Okay, let's move on from that because I don't want to talk about Charles Bank anymore.
Okay then. So overlay universe.
Yes.
I was quite hyped to hear Overlay Universe. When I first heard it, I thought it was going to be the TCG import for the um that it,
Lining over,
yeah, that exclusive numbers collection actually.
but it's not. It's an OCG. Fuck.
Yes, a new OCG structure deck focusing on numbers, so I was quite interested. So it's centered around cards around humor, but also uses cards from Shark and Kite. So
Specifically numbers used by Shark and Cat,
the
which means
question
they're going to feel
is,
like
what
Galaxy Edge.
aspects of Yuma's deck are they going to support? Because we've already got the Utopia Future support, we've already got the Utopia Zexal weapon support, and
So are we
if those
getting
both
the.
have already support Utopia in general, what aspect of Utopia are they going to support this time?
That's a very good question. Because, like, are we going to see more Gaga Dododos and stuff like that in there? Or are we just going to see something completely new? I don't know. This is a very weird one for me because it's like, cool, a Utopia themed structure deck yet again, and I do enjoy the structure decks that were Zexal era, but at the same time, it's like, why?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, again, when they say they're going to support Shark and Kaito, I think they might just turn it
None of them.
into generic number support.
You're misreading that line. It
Oh,
also includes numbers used by Shark and Cutter. They're not actually supporting those playstyles.
what? But then that means they have to somehow fit in what? Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. Their first monsters weren't even based on the archetype. They were Leviton and Luminite.
Yes, but
Those
also you
cards are
could you
useless.
could, but also like both of them have generic rank fours in their number lineup.
I
So
don't remember that. Yeah, wait. One of them is Luminite, and the other one is
Shark Drake. It's
what?
just three
Shark
level fours.
Drake is not generic.
It's just three level fours.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm predicting generic rank 4 support.
I'm yeah. It's usually the uh, way to look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Vashto discussion. Yay! I don't
Oh,
want
we're
to
gonna
talk
leave
about the
the other
psychics.
two. We're gonna leave the other two for later. That's good. No, that's
Well,
okay. That's good.
what are the
Don't worry.
two?
Well, the magic keys, and then you wanted to bring up sushi.
I decided I don't want to bring up either of those things because they both suck.
Okay, can I at least bring up magic key so I can tell you how could be
Okay,
stupid
fine. We'll do Magic
later?
E after we discuss how much I hate the new psychic support.
What do you mean?
I I I I like how I complain in my script for the Vash psychic script that I'm working on, that should be out sometime this week, that I don't like the initial gimmick of psychics, and they could make and they could there's an easy way to fix it, and then they do it and then give it a much more stupider gimmick.
And what's that stupid gimmick?
Oh, well, let's see. Let's read the. I don't. I know we don't. We shouldn't be reading the cards, but let's just start with like the new level one, which is like send this card to the graveyard, then choose two climax finales and or psychic introductions in your graveyard and set them. I'm like, what do we really need to recycle for those traps? Like, climax finale is something you kind of just use as an ending thing, and psychic introduction is not really something I want to be playing again, to be honest.
That's fair.
And then the new level 7 is a yeah. Choose one face-up monster which has to have 500 or less attack that you control, and return it to your hand. And then this turn, while this card is face-up, you can't shoot some monsters 1,500 or more defense and attack position. So you lock yourself out of shoot with something.
Hang on, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, as I said, this turn, while this card is face-up, you can't shoot with summon monsters. Then this gives you stat and attack position. You can't. It doesn't say your opponent can't.
Unless it's a typo. I don't know. That's weird.
Anyway, and
I'm
then
hang on. I'm pretty sure that's just a typo in the organization. Because I'm pretty sure someone mentioned it as no, didn't they sell it in the anime recently? Hang on. I'm pretty sure this is a typo.
Okay. I don't know. I'm
Because
still thinking it's not garbage.
I mean, while it's face up on the field, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Blocks them out of a lot of stuff actually.
Yeah, but is it a quick effect during your turn?
No, because it's while it's face up on the field.
No, yeah, this turn. During your turn.
Oh, why? Okay, that's weird.
Okay, and then you got the spell, which requires if you want a plus off of it, you need to send the level 7, the new level 7 boss monster, which we just discussed is garbage, if you want
Oh,
to get
no,
that.
no, 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 no. That's the normal monster that they covered.
Candy? No,
Yeah, yeah. So that's can ready.
that's another card. Oh,
It's just a level one generic. It's fine,
ew, I would not play that. That's talent
and you
shit.
don't have to send that. That's the thing, Zane. You're reading too much into this
Yeah, but
because
if you
it's send
want
one.
it to actually be useful,
No, because it's just special summon one monster level 7 from your hand, and then
fine.
you just don't get the attack boost.
You know what, fine. This is probably the best card out of the 5. I'll give it that, because it's a special summon from hand. Saves you to summoning 2 monsters. If you want to summon your level 7s, I'll put it fine, I'll give it that. Then let's see, the other ones, place 2 psychics in your graveyard on the bottom of your deck in any order. Choose 1 normal psychic in your graveyard, add it to your hand. If you add a candy to your hand by this effect, you can gain 1000 life points. Okay, so the new card gimmick is based around a level 1 monster. I don't know how I feel about that.
I just think the spell is amazing.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give Jammed P up the pass. Everything else is just hot garbage. What the hell?
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like re put they've written Canredino wrong. I don't know, mistranslation or something. I'm not 100% sure, and it's weird. So we'll move on from that.
Yeah, so.
Moving on, I want to talk about Royal Demons quickly.
Okay, I need it. Yeah, go.
We have a zero attack, 260 defense generic. Then we have another new effect monster that applies you to tribute two level 7 or higher fiend type monsters to normal summon this card. That that's just to summons. Then you can destroy all face monster your opponent controls and then inflict 100 damage for each level. So anti maximum, I guess. And then the real meat of this is the field spell. You can activate this card if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters. While this card is face up in your field zone, face up monsters light fiend types on the field cannot be destroyed by effects of trap cards.
Interesting.
Yes, because we're getting a lot more destruction effects from trap cards to start
Oh,
with.
hey, Vada made a new archetype archive.
Did he?
Yeah, it's Buster Blader.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, but
Yes.
yeah.
And then we'll move on to magic keys. And the reason why I want to
Oh, I actually want to talk about more about the Royal Demon Support because this is
oh
actually quite interesting. I like this new way of support, even if it's 3 cards. I do
yeah,
think.
I mean, but remember, this is like we've only got 20 cards revealed out of a set of like 60. So like there's bound to be more stuff on the way.
God, I want to quit for that first. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I think this is actually good support compared to psychics. Why do they keep giving psychics the shaft?
I guess so because like you can still summon Death Doom without having to use the prior Royal Demons effects. The problem is it's just there's not like yes, there's a lot of payoff to Death Doom, but like how are you getting 2 level 7s in this build
Hmm,
with relative ease? I know we have a recovery card, but I don't think it's special summons.
And then, of course, the field spell is quite nice, being able to let you
Quill?
to protect your
Yeah.
monsters from trap
It,
cards.
It's actually, yeah, it's really good. Especially since we're getting a lot, again, we're getting a lot more destruction effects out of trap cards.
Hmm.
So, I
Yeah. Alright, let me
don't
go
know.
find Mad. Uh,
It's like,
fine.
feels,
If we're talking about Mage Key, we're gonna have to talk about the new amazement support that I haven't read yet. But I'm gonna presume is garbage.
I know it exists. That's about as far as I know. Okay. Um, I'll start off with Magic Key. So the reason why I want to talk about Magic Key because I was testing it with 10
Oh,
right?
okay then.
And going on record, it doesn't work with 10 right? But 10 allowed me to see all the flaws to this archetype and all the positives to this archetype. Now, positive one, if you play a normal monster, this deck works fine. Literally can be put into anything that plays a normal monster. That means Radicals, Phantasm Spiral, um,
Yeah, but then
other
Phantasm Swirls don't like having effect monsters on the field, period.
no, because all their monsters only target normal. All their effects only target normal monsters. They don't have any punishing effects if you have an effect.
Yeah, but then you can't run Skill Drain.
That's if you're not planning skill drain. The point.
Why would you be playing without Skill Drain? There we go. Alright, keep
Anyway,
going.
point being, and also their normal monster is a warrior type, so you can just run it right. Not to mention, the rituals don't require you to use a normal monster, so
Yeah,
you can literally play the rituals on their own, ignoring the fusions. They're the only ones that actually need a normal monster in any deck, and then it just becomes a quick and simple ritual climb.
yeah.
So
But is the
that's
payoff worth it, though, is the question.
yes, because it gets you a level 8 negator on board in a deck that is meant to be climbing with rituals. So you're bound to get two attributes into the graveyard, whatever, depending on whatever you're playing. And then you have fuel for its negate effect, and then it recovers the spell again, so you can go into more fun ritual plays.
Hmm.
So yes, inside engine it works.
Hmm. Alright then. Uh,
I don't know what deck would want to play it, so that's my big thing. It's like, yes, it's actually kind of a decent side engine, but like, what deck is willing to play this is the next question.
hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
So you could play this with if you're just playing the ritual stuff, you can play it with Tenyi. It works then. If you want to have access to the fusion stuff, the problem with the fusion stuff is it's lackluster for how specific the materials are. So like you don't even get a negate with the fusions, but you get one with a ritual that doesn't require you to use a normal monster.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Alright then. Yeah. You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that this archetype is interesting. It doesn't mean I'll play it though. It doesn't
I'm not gonna
interest
play
me.
it.
What
I literally, I thought it was interesting, and then I had to play around with it. It's like I'm not gonna play this, but I now know where this could be annoying.
Yeah, I don't think I can see myself playing this. I don't know. I'm waiting for a deck that actually interests me, and it's just not happening.
Yeah, that's kind of me with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, I'm not really interested in the archetypes coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't really need to change because the archetypes that I do play are just getting supported by generics. So,
To be honest, the only thing that would get me back into playing Yu-Gi-Oh is a Gold Sark on limit or new Virtual Beast support at this point.
like, it's that bad.
Yeah. Because I've been working on the new Virtual Beast script, but switching the topic again. But I'm working on the Virtual Beast script as well now because I've just got into a writing mood. And I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
minute, I just realised Rampingo is the only one that doesn't have an ulti form And then Cumafalcus is the only one who doesn't have a spiritual beast form, which leaves a gap for at least two more new Virtual Beast support cards.
Yes,
So I was thinking, well, what is Konami doing? They could just give us two really good cards,
they
but
could, but
because
also like the problem is I don't think Konami wants to experiment anymore or go back to older archetypes because we're in this like sort of lull of perf almost perfectionist because like meta isn't doing anything too crazy.
hmm,
So like a lot of decks being promoted to rogue and stuff like that.
hmm,
So I don't know.
yeah, but
It's
amazing. Just think if we got Ulti Vampingu and it was literally just the same effect. Just think how good that card would be with Kimafalca's combo.
oh, absolutely, I don't disagree.
Yeah, but yeah, I was
It's
just
Konami.
yeah,
It's the state of Konami, my dude.
I'm just been sitting on my ass waiting for new Vigil Beast support. So I think
Well,
Gusto will get new support before we get Vigil Beast support, unfortunately.
I mean, considering how disappointed people are in the Cyber style, so
Seriously, people don't like Cyber Style? I haven't even read those cards yet.
oh yeah, it's just Cyberdox.
When the Cyber is dark. Sorry,
And literally the tagline is Gusto's died for this on like on organization.
yeah, you know what? I think I would have had more Cyber Dark support over Gusto's, because Gusto's is unredeemable. Okay, yeah, oh my god, it is just Cyber Dark support. Cyber Dark Chimera, Cyberneck Horizon, also treated as a Cyber Dark card. Oh my god, it's just three new cards, and three of them just support Cyber Darks.
Yep.
Eat shit, Cyber players. It's like Konami really didn't want Cyber Star to win, so
Yeah,
they're
it
just
really
punishing you now.
did. Uh,
Alright, well, last piece of your news, I guess, for now is going to be the new Amazement cards. I'm still very interested in Amazement, even though they're a bit disappointing, because mainly because they still work well with Altergeist, and there's obviously
yes.
still room for
Oh,
new support.
that reminds me. Just while I have it,
Hmm?
my friend made um Altergeist Magic Musketeers. That's the most degenerate thing I've ever played
Oh, I
against.
don't want to hear about that.
Like
That's
it's not like meta good, but it's like they always have a play, and it just out resources so many decks. It's ah.
oh wow. Okay, this the new monster is actually quite good. Considering the fact it's
Ooh.
a special summon edition, and then it lets you send a trap that is in your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard to set one from your deck. That's. I think that this amazement could actually finally be able to do something, but it also depends what the new trap does. So the new attraction is obviously based on Plunder Patrol, because who doesn't love
Yeah,
Plunder Patrol?
a lot of people like it, so
I like
why
Plunder
not?
Patrol because I can put Time Thief in it, and also then I can play sea shanties in the background.
That's also great.
So if you so let's see, its main thing is being able to play around. Well, it lets you play around with negating attacks, and then also lets you bounce it a card back to its hand if the equipped monster activates the effect.
That's could be useful.
That's actually a quite useful control style, because yeah, if you negate the attack, and if you do change control of the equipped monster until the end of the battle phase.
Yes.
So that
And
part's a bit useless, but the fact that you can just go, oh, you added that effect, well, it's going back into your hand now, it could screw over some effects, especially
also,
older cards.
yeah, and even in new playstyles that rely heavily on the normal summons.
Hmm. But yeah, the fact that the new card also has a special summon condition is quite useful, while also letting you just cycle through your spell traps.
Absolutely.
That's wow. I'm surprised Konami actually had the guts to pull good shit out of their ass for once.
They need to. They're losing players over their mediocrity.
Hmm. I mean, I'll still play. I'm just waiting.
I mean, no, I'll still play, but there's a lot of people leaving out of mediocrity
Hmm. Don't blame them.
because there's nothing new that strikes a lot of people's fancy. Like
Yeah,
the meta hasn't changed for like what 6 months.
yeah. And then they came out with Cyberstar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then you guys have got Digimon on the scene there. I've seen a lot of people picking up Digimon. Like even people who don't play card games are picking up Digimon.
Yes. I want to start Digimon soon, but at the same time, I'm waiting for that new structure deck that comes out sometime
I'll
this
start Digimon when I feel comfortable with spending my money again.
yeah, well,
And see, in fact, I just spent $90 on a game. I told myself, well, I'm not allowed to spend my money on anything else unless it's very, very necessary.
I needed that.
I'm being a miser. I'm sitting on like 1.9k right now. Yeah, that money could be going into the channel, but I also want to get a job first before I start spending all that money.
That's also a good idea.
So anyway, talking about saving money, here's some skins I'm going to waste my money on. Okay, there's like one skin I'm considering because we're switching to League talk briefly. I know,
Oh,
Ethan, you hate League, but since we're focusing on discussion, this is something I kind of wanted to discuss.
fair enough.
Okay, so I want to focus on the second wave of their Battle Academia theme. So the Battle Academia theme is kind of like their take on the shonen school kind of thing. Like, so think like My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of
it's that.
understand what
It's that.
I've. Okay, what are we looking at?
So we're
What
gonna be
skin are we?
looking at all of them. So, because I like
Oh,
how each skin is based into their own club. So you got like the Luminary Club, which is kind of like the student council. Then you got like the Assassins Club, which is the only club that has permission to kill other students, by the way, which I find funny. And then you got the Battle Club, which is just a bunch of people like fighting.
I'm bringing them up. Hang on. Oh wow, they have a lot of skins.
Yeah. So the first set gave us like Yumi, who's the principal, well, the replacement principal. So the principal of the school is a cat. Then you have Graves, and then you had I can't remember the rest, but this one has quite.
Azrael is the
Oh,
upstart.
oh yeah,
Oh,
as well. He's like he's supposed to be Midoriya because they changed all his like projectiles to him flicking like Midoriya does when he gets those new gloves.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he gets powered up every time he ults. So he's effectively just the Midoriya replacement. So this one definitely feels a lot more original compared to the first wave because the first wave felt like it was very like ripping on My Hero Academia.
And other, yeah.
Yeah, so this one definitely feels a lot better because I mean, they made Yumi the principal, and who's the
I mean, it
principal of My Hero
works.
Academia? Yeah, I know, but it feels like they were ripping off on My Hero Academia. In this case, it feels a lot more original. So yeah, so the legendary for this is Caitlyn. The
Yeah.
gun's nice. I don't think Caitlyn should have been the legendary because
Mm,
Caitlyn May has a legendary.
you're not wrong, but like, I don't know.
Hmm. But yeah, yeah, nice gun and all. Who cares? Then you got Wukong and Garen. How do you like Garen having blonde hair? I think it's weird.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
Yeah, and then Wukong, the fact that he's more human looking is also very, very weird.
Yeah, but it also harkens back to Song Song Wukong, like the original Song Wukong from Journey to the West, which looked a lot more humanoid.
Oh
So
wait a minute. He's implying Garen's a delinquent in this skin line. What the hell?
yes,
That's weird. Um, Leota. I mean, Leota's look quite nice in terms of the weapon. The actual clothing,
debatable.
yeah. And then Prestige just looks garbage as always.
You're turning something that is generally designed to look good to. Oh yeah, we have Yeah, I hate it.
So the
I
one I'm interested in is Yone, because I think
Yeah,
they did a really good job of transitioning Yone's base model into Battle Academia. Mainly because instead of having the kilt, he they made his jacket his like little kilt.
yeah, they had it like the how you would tie up your jacket around your waist
Yeah,
sort of
I
thing.
thought that was a really cool, nice addition. And then, of course, they made his demon sword or Azakana sword more cybernetic, while he carries a more traditional sword as well.
Yeah,
And then the fact that he has the Azakana mask around his back, they change it to be club badges, is quite fun. Because if you
I do
know
like
your
that.
Yone lore, those masks he carries on the hips are Azakana he has killed.
Yeah. So
So in
this
other
is
words,
in
this
this,
guy has killed club members before.
or he has become the de facto leader for all of those clubs.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be fun. But he is in the Assassin's Club,
He is in the Assassin's Club.
and the Assassin's
Yes,
Club is the only club that has permission to kill other club members.
yes,
So this
but also
man
like
might have
people
killed
just,
students.
but also he might just be that terrifying that they just made him de facto leader of all those clubs. Considering that he's in the Assassin's Club to begin with, which means he can already kill people, they probably just give power to him.
Yeah, anyway, that's the only thing I wanted to discuss.
It's
That's
interesting the skin line, but like I need more here. Like
yeah.
what's it like? Eh.
I'm hoping the next skin line will be good because they're promising us a like 80s space theme called Space
Ooh.
Groove, and we actually saw a tease of it in the latest "Lol Please," which I which I kind of like. "Lol Please," but
Oh,
they
please.
gave us like a tease of Space Groove Nasus,
Ah,
and it's literally a corgi piloting a mech.
now that's interesting.
Now that's a good skin. Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Space Groove. If you're a fan of Battle Academia, well, I guess this is better than the first set, but not by much.
Hmm.
I think the best
Yeah,
one is going to be Yone, just because it feels like they put more effort into Yone compared to the other ones.
yeah. I mean, the problem is they're trying to work with like uniforms, which aren't exactly easy to get it to work with lots of people.
Mm,
So,
yeah,
I mean, they did. I've seen worse attempts.
I'm curious to see what you consider worst attempts now. I mean, there's definitely been worse skins, but that's much later into
No, no, no. I
yeah,
meant the.
yeah, like much later in like Riot's catalog, like really early skins like Crimson Elite, the Commando series, but so this is not as bad as that, but compared to the more modern newer skins, I don't think Battle Academia is a very good skin line.
No,
Anyway, should we talk about Xenoblade so you can stop hating me?
I wasn't really hating you, but also meh.
Oh,
Yes,
because
Xenoblade.
yes, I promised Ethan I would finish Xenoblade because I was like, you know what, we're on the final assault of the Mechon thing without trying to do too much spoilers because I think the rest of this podcast will be going into spoilers for a bit.
Hmm.
How wrong, how naive I was. This is the second time I have overestimated the playtime of the main story. Because I remember when I first started, I saw like a like commentary on it, and it was like
Yes.
each episode was 20 minutes long, and it was 50 episodes long, and I was like, yeah, this game won't be too long. I'm 21 hours in now, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
nowhere
not
near
how that
the
works.
end of the story.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not how that works. Uh, great. It's just great. I love that. Yeah, no, Xenoblade is a very long game. You should have predicted that.
Yeah, I should have saw that coming.
I mean, I'm like only in chapter like 3 of Xenoblade 2. Like, these games are long.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my god, I just didn't expect it to be such a long ass game.
Yeah, they put actual effort into these games. As much as like some of the Xenoblade 2 stuff is very questionable, they did put effort in.
Yeah. And then someone told me the main story for Xenoblade 1 is 110 hours. And I screamed eternally. I wish I
Like,
had that much
God,
free time.
I don't think it was that long. Hang on.
Let me bring out that Discord. Maybe I misread the Discord message, but I still screamed eternally.
Average playtime 60 to 70 hours. That's the average playtime.
I'm sorry, what?
60 to 70. So you're like a third through the story.
God bless me. Wait, what? What you mean in you mean in Xenoblade 1?
Yes.
But I'm already at the mech. What?
Yeah, welcome to Xenoblade.
Please tell me that's at least accounting like someone who's actually been doing all the side quests on the way.
And if you rush to prioritize the main story, ignoring most of the side quests, no. You can oh no, if you prioritize the main story, you can get it down to 40 hours. So you might be halfway. Uh, so,
I'm gonna
I don't know.
go scream. Give me a moment.
There you go. Your final playtime can reach upwards of 100 hours. However, if you decide to do everything Xenoblade Chronicles sets up, you could spend 150 hours or more with the game.
And, you know, I thought I was already getting my $30 worth out of this game, but yeah, they're giving me even more money worth out of this. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you're gonna be. I thought you were up to the thing I thought you were at, but you're not. So cool. Let's not talk about that.
I mean, my biggest complaint right now with like the because I really have gotten into like the characters and the gameplay surprisingly, which I hated, but it really kind of grows on you, even though it still feels really stilted because it's definitely designed to be played on Wii. My
Yeah,
problem with it is one, traveling the overworld. It takes fucking forever.
yeah, that's me with Xenoblade 2 right now. I had to do to get do a quest mark though. I had spent like maybe a good hour just traveling back and forth because I would die right next to the quest marker because there was an enemy placed right in front of the quest marker.
Hmm.
And it like wouldn't let me access the quest marker because it kept the monsters would immediately target me, and then it would they would go grab all the other ones in the area, which ended up like being 20 enemies or so. And I was like, please, no. So you couldn't just like sneak past them or anything. And I was like, oh, help me.
Oh shit, my thing is making noises because I opened up my lead to be very sneaky. Shit. Sorry guys on the podcast.
You forgot that it's recording.
Yeah. I thought it won't make too much noise. I can just quickly check my stuff.
Uh,
How
well,
naive I was. Anyway. Yeah, but yet again, going back to the whatever I was talking about.
Xenoblade.
Yeah, Xenoblade. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to put it. Yeah. So, but for me, I think I'm up to chapter 14. Yeah.
Yes.
So chapter 13 and 14 feels like absolute padding, and I hate it.
Yes, because that's what they do. Because Xenoblade has this, it writes it like a movie. So this is like the calm before the storm sort of thing.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
No. No. Stop. Ah.
Literally had that in the game because like in Xenoblade 2, because like they write it like a movie. Like I beat the boss and then like cool. Now we're going to go do this thing and then like it was just padding and padding and then yep, more boss fights. But
Don't you love boss fights?
hey, at least you have Xenoblade 1 mechanics. Xenoblade 2 has different mechanics, right? I like them, but also I hate them because there's too much of a margin of error,
Hmm.
and I hate it. But also I love it because it's such a creative system. Mm. I'm not going to spoil too much about Xenoblade 2 because you know you've actually got the game now. Oh yeah, I got Ursula. Managed to get Ursula in a random.
Oh, you mean the one that really disappointed me because it wasn't just a polymer?
No, it wasn't just a polar bear. It was a child with a polar bear.
I
But
know
here's the
that weapon would have been better if it was just the polar bear.
but here's the funny thing though. Like you don't even get the polar bear as the weapon. You
It's
get
just
claws, and then she summons the bear to do random things every now and then.
okay.
Just
You
like
know what? Now I
okay.
no, I've been holding off playing Xenoblade 2 because I want to get for the main story of Xenoblade 1. But every time you talk about Xenoblade 2, you make me just want to jump to Xenoblade 2.
But here's the thing with Xenoblade 2. It's fine because the stories don't link up until the very end.
I know, but I want to finish. I want to commit and finish a JRPG for once. I never go around to finishing an actual JRPG unless you count Yakuza 1.
I
That's
would
the
count Yakuza 1.
yeah, because I like
Yakuza is the best,
hmm,
best. You can't go past Yakuza.
yeah. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm not even going to be counting Pokemon because I feel like they're just too much of a generic RPG to be classified a JRPG.
Yes, yes, they are the same. You could, they're not JRPGs. They're just RPGs.
Hmm,
Even some Final Fantasy games are close to not being called JRPGs because they are too much of an RPG.
hmm.
It's a weird relationship. What counts as a JRPG and an RPG?
Yeah, but I will say this now. Through playing Xenoblade One, just Xenoblade One, I'm officially gonna say Xenoblade is my favorite JRPG series now. Like
That's a
even more
that
than the Yakuza.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh well, I haven't played an SMT game yet, and I still
Oh,
haven't
okay,
finished
fair enough.
Persona 4.
Okay, that's fair.
But right now, I think Xenoblade has my heart. Like I love Yakuza to death, but I just love playing Xenoblade more because I think the characters are far more interesting. Like the Yakuza plot, like main story wise, I don't really care. It's funny. It's just a Yakuza story. You know, it's just like
But yeah,
generic crime drama. Like what makes Yakuza is the side quests.
yes.
But yet again, I only like it because of the side quests and everything else. If I can't enjoy the main story, I don't really think I can call it my favorite game. But but with Xenoblade, I enjoy really everything about it, and I definitely think I can get behind more Xenoblade games in the future.
Oh, you're gonna have a fun time with Xenoblade 2.
Yes. Oh my god. You know what? I'm actually might just boot up, might play a sneaky session of Xenoblade 2 like real quick. Mm.
I can't wait till you hear the accents.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna be playing with Japanese voice acting. Every time I
Oh,
play
they have the accents too.
you know what? Because I'm also been watching a Xenoblade Chronicles 1 commentary, and they have the English voice acting on, and it's just like, oh my god, it made me like Vine more because, well, one,
Yeah,
Vicky's
like
voice acting is garbage. I'm gonna say that now. But during that scene when Ryan is just mocking Ricky by when he was like, "Title piece is big and scary." Like, oh yeah, great information. I'm like, oh my god, that voice just made me laugh. It's
okay,
very simple.
I'm gonna say this now. Like the voice acting is like questionable in some areas, but you're not playing Xenoblade 2 without the English voice actors because oh boy, just later scenes are just. Uh, how do I say this without spoiling it? I think it's hilarious. I mean, I'll tell you a line. I'm not gonna say who says it, but like, there's a line in the game where it's like, you don't go around touching other people's turtles.
Oh no! Oh no! Now I have to. I also found out more Monando arts are locked behind. Shit, my voice is getting really dry. Give me. I need water.
Not one little. Uh,
But anyway, pretty much going back into the thing. Um, pretty much. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Talking about Mando Hearts.
Oh yeah. So wait, what was I gonna say?
Talking about extra Mando Hearts.
Oh yeah, I found out that tied behind the the side quests because I was sitting there thinking, well, if I just keep advancing the story, I'll get more Monando arts.
No, I don't
No,
think that's how that works, if I remember correctly.
I was yet again very very naive. I blame you, Ethan.
What about me?
I don't
I
know.
do this kind of stuff all the time.
Just needed someone to
And
blame.
oh yeah, it turns out you know how so I was grinding for ages on Xenoblade 2 because I was like I can't do this side quest. Turns out I forgot that in this system that there's things called bonus XP.
Sorry, it sounded like you said boner XP.
Well, it sounds like that because you have to go sleep before you can claim it.
Wait, so it's like expert mode?
No, so you get XP from your general grind and stuff like that, but then you get bonus XP from doing quests, finding locations, and other things like that, and crafting and all that. And then the only way to claim it is when you go to sleep at an inn. And so I was like, I over leveled myself because of it, because I was just grinding the old fashioned way. And then when I went to sleep, I jumped like 8 levels.
Okay, I'm being real cheeky. I'm starting up Xenoblade 2. Anyway, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so that's a thing. But that's also one of the biggest problems with Xenoblade 2. It does not teach you the controls very well, or any of the systems. So be warned, there's going to be a lot of trial and error in your future.
I can live with that.
I could live with that. I got it pretty quickly, I'll admit.
Yeah.
Like, because many people didn't learn it till like halfway through the game. Like things that I know halfway through the game, so it's like, oh, I feel sorry for you
Oh.
because you just spent like hours and hours grinding up your levels when you had all these levels sitting in the inn
Hmm.
that you could have just gone claimed.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Well. Huh. Well, I guess one last thing that we can bring up if we're done with Xenoblade
yeah, I think so.
before we do all the plugs is I've been playing Legends of Runeterra. Shit, everything I talk about comes back to League. But I've been playing
It,
Legends of Runeterra, and they have a new interesting gimmick because they added Shurima.
I'm not gonna know what that means.
Shurima, that's where the desert people live.
Oh,
Okay, good.
right,
Right,
never
so
mind.
they
I
have.
would have known what that means. It's just I.
So their thing is they have this big sun disk which ascends people into effectively gods or
Yeah.
pseudo gods. So in the card game, they transition it to their champions have level threes as well, so they can go beyond level two.
Ah,
But to do that, you need to ascend you need to resurrect the sun disk, and that's locked behind a new mechanic called landmarks. So
ah.
landmarks are like these little things, they can't attack, but they have their effects, and those that have
So
sometimes
hang on,
countdowns.
hang on. I got the perfect analogy for this.
Yeah.
They're runes from Shadowverse,
Yes.
where they have effects, but they don't do any.
Yeah.
They just sit on the field.
Yeah, and they have
Yeah,
countdowns as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they are.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really I found that a really cool mechanic because with the Sun Disk, it takes 25 turns for it to resurrect itself. but if you level up champions, it takes off 10 turns. So, and then once you do, once they hit level 10, they become, well, once they hit level 3, they're really, really OP. Like, for example, with Azir, he gives you a completely new deck to play with.
That's like what's that guy from Hearthstone?
Yeah,
I
say
actually
people,
like this. It's like combining a bunch of mechanics that have never been
yeah,
combined
and
before.
then they just went, yo, we're just gonna go straight up and just change up your deck. Like, it gives you a whole new deck once you hit level 3. And then you got Nasus and Renekton who just become even more like of a OP kind of push strategy, which I thought was a really interesting way to implement the lore around Ascended into the game.
Yes.
So yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then they
Like it's
also,
not it's also not like completely like bullshit because you can still stop your opponent doing the things.
yeah, because yet again, there's only like two ways to really speed it up, which is like play this card that advances it by 2 turns, or level up your champions, or you have to
Yeah.
wait out 25 turns, which is not very viable.
No. So like it's balanced enough that it's not
Hmm.
gonna break the game, but it's like
Yeah,
also like yeah.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, one of those conditions is kind of shit because Venectin to level up to level 2, he needs to deal 12 damage, but he's such a bad card.
Oh,
I mean, Azir is
poor.
much better because he just needs you to summon 10 units. And it's
That's
quite easy with
enough.
him because if you attack with allies, he summons a free unit for yourself already.
So you can just have him sitting on the bench and then just
Yeah, I do like how they do have like bench heroes as well.
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that's something I just wanted to bring up. Another thing they did add was a new keyword called predict, which is quite interesting. So pretty much it's like an excavate mechanic.
Ah,
So, but instead of like it's the top 3 cards in your deck, it's any 3 random cards in your deck. You can choose which one you want to put on the top of your deck to draw next turn.
interesting.
Yeah, so I found that interesting, especially because the card art is teasing another champion we could be getting later on to go for the predict mechanic. Because right now it doesn't really have a champion to go with this. It's just kind of like a loose set of cards. But I do find it interesting. I just wanted to bring that up because I've been really enjoying this new set. And I'm not really a big Legends of Runeterra player to begin with.
No. Well, yeah, I mean that's my big thing is like I'm glad that Runeterra is finally finding its feet in the card game world, but like at the same time I'm not interested.
Yeah, I don't really see people still talking about Legends of Runeterra to begin with, so I don't know. I don't think it's good,
Yeah, I mean it is
but
finding its feet though, so
yeah, we'll give it that. But yeah, plugs. Ethan, plug your new series you started that I actually been enjoying because I found it. I actually enjoyed watching that.
you did? Ah, excellent.
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would enjoy watching myself just
Yes.
lose.
So yes, we I've started a new series on my channel, Stampy& Co. called Wiki Fight Club. The
Yes,
pilot is up there, which Zane has been gracious enough to be in.
yes.
I haven't found another player yet because I'm still organizing things with ruling and stuff like that because I had to ban a character after reading their wiki page. So,
You banned a character.
Wanda Maximoff. If you've ever, if you've ever
Oh,
looked at her
Scarlet
wiki
Witch.
page,
Yeah, no, no, done, sold.
yeah, she has literally every superpower under the sun.
Oh, you don't say. It's almost like they just, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I don't blame you. Ah, yeah. So that's everything, Ethan.
That's all I really need to say, really.
Oh wow. Okay then. So anyway, so on my channel, um, yet again, nothing really happening. I decided we're going to be slowing down on a lot of things. I'm going to be focusing on much more bigger videos. So because really, yet again, I'm not really interested in playing stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh right now. I've been focusing on just working on other stuff. So this week, I'm going to try to get this first psychic video out. I'm going to have to update the script real quick for the new support. And then after that, I'm going to be focusing on the Malzahar montage that I've already got to start on. And then after
Yeah,
that, it will be Ritual Beast script.
fair enough.
So, yeah. So I kind of want to do a cycle of gimmick tech, then a non-gimmicky tech video, then gimmicky tech. I kind of want to do that on a rotation.
Yeah, because that might break it up, especially with the this period of YuGiOh where it's pretty slugging along.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. And somewhere between that, will sometime will happen with the YuGiOh casual circuit exhibition match. I'm seeing Lachlan. I want to ask Lachlan if he's interested.
Yeah, I mean, I can ask some of the new guys from my Yu-Gi-Oh club because I showed them off what our format when we were asked about it because of the conversation of Yu-Gi-Oh not having format like proper formats.
Yeah.
So I showed off that one because I was like, oh, me and a friend need one because why not?
Okay, that could be interesting. I wouldn't mind making
So
some new friends.
I will hit them up and see what if they're any of them are interested.
Okay. And then, yeah, but if you want to catch me doing something more regular, I try to regularly stream on my Twitch channel, which is DXT, the DXT Agenda. It's usually League, but sometimes I do other stuff, like I stream either Endless Space 2 or maybe some Total Warhammer. And
So
then,
editing.
yeah. And also editing. I do like to stream my editing because it makes me feel like there's an actual purpose to me just sitting there by myself.
I'm like Beatrix, is it
I'm
like
like, man, I really wish I had some company. You know what? I'll stream and maybe I'll get company, and it hasn't happened yet, but maybe it
and then
will.
this is me who just sits in silence and gets it done very quickly.
Yeah, but if you're me, you just kind of go, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Please work. Oh no. I did get the intro to work properly, Ethan. I just had to export it and then add it back to the project.
Yeah, you said that. I mean, I watched you do it. Let me show
It
you.
was so stupid. I can't. I still can't figure out why it was like kind of moving out of place everything.
I think what it was is because there was something behind it that was pushing the frame.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, yes. So Vush dual psychics this week. I'm gonna commit to that. Okay, I'm gonna actually commit to that one.
When our new psychic stuff comes out.
Yes, which means I will have to put away Xenoblade down for at least a week.
Um,
Yeah, but yeah,
I don't know when the video out, but yeah, sure.
yeah, but I can't wait to play the last duel. Yeah, so the reason why I'm doing the Rush Psychic video, actually, if you don't mind me dragging this on a little bit longer, is because you made me believe in Rush as a format, but then I hear people already dismissing it as a format. So I thought, well, if I make a gimmicky tech about an archetype in the game, maybe that would help people see Rush is actually a quite fun format, even if you're playing one of the worst decks in the game.
Yeah, well, the thing is with Rush Duels at the moment is that the card pool is too small, so creative deck building isn't there, and that's why people are dismissing it because like it feels like what Speed Duels would happen to Speed Duels,
Yeah,
where it was
but
literally like they literally just had the best deck come out of basically structure decks.
yeah, but yeah, so I was hoping with this video I can be like, yo, it doesn't matter that all these problems with Rushall exist. It's still a very fun and unique format that we should all try out anyway.
Yes,
Even though I
I
spend
mean,
most of the time shitting on psychics.
I mean, you hate it, but you love it.
I love psychics, yes. It's
It's just like my love-hate relationship with the Real Demons right now.
yeah, it's like my
'Cause
love hate relationship with any League character. Any League character. Like I hate Seraphine, but playing her is somewhat amusing, I'll give it that.
I just like I just like that we had our training session for our Smash crew, and as
Yeah.
soon as I pulled out the me that I called Ethan sicko mode, you're just immediately like, no, we're banning that word from your vocabulary.
Ethan's, yeah, no, you're not allowed to use sicko mode anymore. You can use sicko in mode, but you're not allowed to use the two together.
Know how to do it if I'm playing assault modes?
I'll need time to think about that. But yeah, Ethan, you should actually try streaming our training sets in
I
future.
will when we do them again because this week we didn't do one.
Yeah, we
But
should
also,
do one sometime this week.
yeah, probably Friday again because everyone seems to be available then.
Yes. Yeah, and then we'll play doubles again and get no real practice in. I might learn
Um,
banjo.
I'm thinking of learning Korin because I played for a little bit with my brothers, and it was like, oh, I actually find this very easy to play.
Colin is sicko mode.
Sicko mode.
Sicko mode. Anyway, alright. So that's the end of the podcast. That we keep dragging on. Oh, and we actually here now. That's exciting. And
Yeah,
also, hopefully, by the next time we do a podcast, my cough will be gone because I'm seeing a doctor finally.
because your dad, like your dad
Yes,
wouldn't let you.
yes, because he believed he knew the cause. And then soon as it was like, soon as I checked, like two things actually, because I already told you about the white blood cell count,
Yeah.
but also apparently, um, because I also recently lost my taste to my beer that tastes sweet things. Like I can't even taste honey, and honey's
No.
ridiculously sweet.
Yeah.
But I found out it could be tied to a respiratory problem. So it might just be, and I was like, yeah, it might actually just be a chest infection that my dad's been putting off for a bit. So we're seeing a doctor tomorrow. Hopefully this cough will be finally gone.
Hopefully we'll be rid of the thing.
The pain.
The pain.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Remember that if you want to catch me, you're gonna have to catch me at the Twitch channel now at DXD the DXD Agenda, and don't forget to check out Wiki Fight Club at Ethan's channel, Stampy and Co. Oh,
Yes, and I will eventually find someone interesting to chuck in a character into the ring.
yes,
Maybe away
I
from
got
that.
two picks already in my mind. I already mentioned one, but the other one is gonna be fun. But I'm gonna have to do
I
like
actually,
a lot of
I actually have
research.
a few picks myself that I'm just like, I really want to use these. It's like
Yeah,
you know what it's like? It's like when you have those action figures that just sort of stand there, but like as kids, you try to play with them anyway. So you would have a two versus two situation,
yeah.
and like you're trying to pull off your best character from the shell.
Yeah. Uh, anyway, thank you for tuning in once again. This felt like more of a news podcast to begin with, but I definitely feel like there was definitely still more of a focus on discussion. So we'll keep
I think
yeah,
I think because we're jumping from news to think, but also like there was a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff we did want to cover.
hmm.
Like that was kind of like a sore point. Whereas like probably next week we probably will want to cover no Yu-Gi-Oh news.
Yeah. I
Let's be
don't think
fair.
there'll be anything too interesting to discuss in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh news.
So like it's gonna be completely what we want to talk about that week, which is great.
Yeah,
I like this.
yeah, I do like this change. I'm glad you suggested this change. Even see, this is why you're the brains behind the operation and the face.
I don't have that much sex appeal.
No, you look better than me as of now.
So,
Oh my god. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, once again, thank you for tuning in because we keep going off course. Uh,
yes, thank you for joining in. We'll see
yeah,
you next week.
yeah. We'll see you next week. If we don't forget.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, yeah. That too. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.